Young Leo wasn't just building blanket forts. He was engineering sanctuaries of warmth while other children might toss a sheet over chairs. Leo approached his creations with the precision of a master architect. He studied the drape of his grandmother's heaviest quilt, the perfect tension needed for a bedsheet wall, and the critical weight-to-fluffiness ratio of every cushion destined for the interior. His tools weren't hammers and nails, but clothes pegs of varying strengths, strategically placed. Books for ballast, and an uncanny sense of balance that allowed towers of pillows to reach improbable heights within his dimly lit, fabric-walled kingdoms. The ordinary world outside ceased to exist, replaced by a profound sense of belonging and peace that emanated from every carefully arranged seam and shadow. His greatest masterpiece emerged one stormy Tuesday. Rain lashed against the windows like frantic fingers, and thunder grumbled ominously overhead. Seeking solace, Leo embarked on an ambitious project in the living room. He commandeered the sturdy oak dining table as his central spire. His Mothra Euro's softest, sky-blue duvet became a billowing canopy secured firmly with binder clips to the table legs. Heavy velvet curtains, borrowed temporarily from the hallway, formed deep, sound-muffling walls anchored by encyclopedias inside. He layered thick rugs like strata of comfort and arranged a constellation of battery-powered fairy lights that cast a gentle, warm glow over plush mountains of cushions and his most trusted stuffed bear, Captain Fluff. It was more than a fort. It was a bastion against the storm. As Leo nestled deep within his creation, the door creaked open. His grandmother, Alara, stood there, her eyes twinkling with understanding. She didn't see a messy pile of linens. She saw ingenuity, permission to enter the fortress. Engineer, she asked softly, holding 2 steaming mugs of cocoa. Leo beamed. Pulling aside a curtain while Alara settled onto the cushions, her presence adding a new layer of warmth. She shared stories of her own childhood forts built under her mother's ironing board, tales woven with threads of imagination and resilience. She admired Leo's peg placements, the clever use of tension, and the thoughtful lighting, her quiet appreciation validating his intricate work in that shared, cozy space. The howling wind became a distant murmur. Alara became Leo's most valued consultant. She introduced him to the structural magic of clothespins versus bulldog clips, the insulating properties of different fabrics, and the art of creating a starlight ceiling by poking tiny holes in a dark sheet and shining a flashlight through. Together, they transformed the space under the stairs into a hidden reading nook lined with quilts, and built a magnificent desert outpost in the sunroom using sheer curtains and golden throws. Each project deepened their bond, a silent language spoken in the rustle of fabric and the satisfying click of a well-placed peg. The forts became laboratories of love and learning. News of Leo's extraordinary forts spread quietly through the neighborhood like a comforting whisper when Mrs. Henderson's elderly cat passed away, leaving her heartbroken and adrift. Leo knew what to do with quiet determination. He and Alara arrived at her small cottage using her floral sofa, a lace tablecloth, and armfuls of her softest afghans. They constructed a haven of gentle light and plush textures right in her living room. As Mrs. Henderson stepped inside, the weight on her shoulders seemed to lift, replaced by the tangible embrace of the cozy space Leo had engineered just for her. Tears welled in her eyes, not of sadness, but of unexpected solace. Years flowed like a gentle stream, and Leo Euro's reputation as the engineer of cozy blanket forts became legend in their small town. He built forts for children scared of the dark, crafting luminous galaxies on their ceilings. He built quiet refuges for overwhelmed parents seeking 5 minutes of peace amidst cheerful chaos. He built grand storytelling pavilions for birthday parties, where adventures felt more real within the draped walls. Each structure, unique and temporary, held a singular purpose: to be a vessel for comfort, A tangible manifestation of care. Leo understood that the true engineering wasn't just in the physics of fabric, but in the architecture of the heart. One crisp autumn afternoon, Leo saw his young neighbor, Maya, struggling with a single blanket slipping off two kitchen chairs. Her brow furrowed in frustration, a familiar warmth spread through him. Kneeling beside her, he gently explained the importance of a stable foundation. Together, they gathered more materials: €1 sofa cushions for walls, a light fleece for the roof, pegs clicking into place. Leo showed Maya how to weave fairy lights safely, his large hands guiding her small ones as the afternoon sun cast long golden rays. Maya crawled into the finished fort, her face lighting up with pure wonder. Leo watched, a deep contentment settling in his chest. The blueprints of comfort, first drawn in his own childhood storms, were now being passed down, stitch by loving stitch, ensuring the warm, safe glow of the blanket fort would endure long into the future.